Okay, so tonight the plan was chicken enchiladas, but I actually do not feel like messing with chicken at all. So I changed it to meatloaf. So we have all of our stuff out. So you have an onion, bell pepper, and the other a half an onion that I have to use, egg, steak sauce, barbecue sauce, some Worcestershire. We are not using the cilantro today. And then breadcrumbs, which I need to add in there. And then breadcrumbs, and then I'm gonna also do some Italian seasoning and then black pepper and salt. So let's get to it. Alright, so as y'all have seen, I've added the onions and the peppers, and now I'm going to add the rest of the stuff. Using a scale because you want 2 pounds. That. Alright, so we're going to use most of the steak sauce. Last time I did not put enough, so literally all of it. It was probably about a half of the bottle. And then a decent amount of barbecue. You just want it super flavorful. And then I'm gonna also add a little bit of Worcestershire. Make it even more flavorful. So you wanna add a lot of breadcrumbs since you added so much moisture to this. So you want a decent amount. And then be careful, 1 egg. And Italian seasoning, decent amount of that, and pepper. Alright, so that's the final product, and then we're gonna mix it up and literally put it right in here, put it in the oven at 350 for like over an hour, and you're good to go. Super easy. So I forgot to do the oven, but actually it's 350. Okay, for like over an hour. But that is the final look. Look at the beach. Nope, nope, nope. Alright, so I cubed up some potatoes and put them in some water. Gonna boil them until they are pretty much tender. And then I'll make the mashed potatoes. Alright, so the perfect potato. Butter. Literally the basic, but you can't beat this. You can't beat it when your potato's like this. Hopefully the ideal would be this potato would be warm enough, which it might be, for the butter to melt where you don't have to put it in the microwave, because that's no fun. So we're just gonna let that sit for a little bit. Sour cream. And you get a little bit, or actually I do more sour cream than butter. I definitely like a sour cream potato, but I do love a good butter one. But if I had to choose, I'd probably just choose sour cream. The ideal would be if I had Farm Dust by, I think, Weaver. I can't remember what company it is. I'll link it. It's called Farm Dust. That would be ideal to just top it off with Farm Dust, but I don't have it. I need to restock it. So I'm just gonna do salt and pepper. And that is a perfect baked potato. Yeah, this chicken is looking so good. And then our dinner is done. Easy peasy. Thank you, air fryer, for sponsoring tonight's dinner. I'm definitely going to have another potato and another piece of chicken, but that is tonight's dinner. But literally the easiest rice is to do equal parts water to rice, and then you pressure cook for 5 minutes. So we've already done it. And then you let it natural release for 10 minutes. There might still be a little bit of pressure in there. What? It literally makes the most perfect rice every single time. Alright, so I had this in the freezer. I tried that hack where you can put tomato paste in an ice cube tray and stick it in the freezer, so we'll see if the taste is still good. But it's tomato paste. You want to add mayonnaise, garlic powder, paprika, onion powder, oops, and then some apple cider vinegar. And then you mix it up. Add some water just to get it a little thinner. Chew it up. And then some pepper. Pepper. And some salt. And I forgot, you also have to add some sugar. Sugar is, of course, always what makes things taste better. Unfortunately. And there's your white sauce. Yes. Alright, and here's tonight's dinner. We have a little stir fry, white rice, and yum yum sauce.